Quick husbandry update on my Pterinopelma sazimai, or sazimi, I've heard it pronounced both ways. As you can see, it's doing a little happy dance right now because I just fed it a large roach. These guys molted again about a month ago, and one thing I've been impressed about with the species is the growth rate is much faster than I was expecting. I think I picked them up, oh God, I want to say about a year and a half or so ago. And they're probably a good solid 3 inches now. You can also see, if I can hit them in the right light, some of that blue that they're known for showing up. So I can't wait for the next molt because I got a funny feeling there'll be even more of the blue. But definitely a couple of things that I've learned about them since picking them up. They're fantastic eaters. One of the most voracious eaters I have, which is something I honestly wasn't expecting, and I think that's why we get the good growth rate. One thing that was mentioned when I first started doing research on them a couple of years back, they talked a lot about how moist they required it, that in the wild they live in places where there's so much rainfall that they have to plug up their burrows to keep from basically drowning in their burrows. So a lot of people, and myself included when I first read about them, were a little gun shy to pick them up because it means you have to kind of be a little more concerned with the moisture requirements, humidity, moist substrate, etc. What was left out is apparently the areas they come from, it's not wet all year round. They actually have dry spells. So that means these guys can adapt to pretty much anything. If you notice, I do give them a water dish, and that side is a little moist, so I do give them a choice, but they don't seem to show any preference. They're also burrowers. They will burrow, although I will say now that they've gotten a little larger, I find mine up on the surface much more often than in their burrows. They will retreat to them when startled. As a matter of fact, when I first went to shoot this video, it shot immediately into its burrow, and I had to entice it out with the roach. Behavior-wise and temperament-wise, not defensive, but are quite skittish. I have heard folks who keep them that they say theirs are pretty laid back. Mine are very, very skittish. One of the few species I have that's almost bolted out of the enclosure on me. It just took me totally by surprise. I went to open it one day and the thing did a circle and went almost right up and about. The other one does the same thing. They haven't kicked hairs, but they will sprint all around the enclosure. But again, they've proven to be very, very hardy. Temperatures, I keep them, right now in the summer, it's hot as heck here, so it's about 80 degrees in the tea room, maybe 82 at the highest. Wintertime, they're down to low 70s, mid 70s. I do have heat all year long in the wintertime to make sure that it doesn't get too cold in there. But I'm guessing down in the 60s would be good. High 60s would be completely okay. And as you can see, as it go ahead, as it's eating, munching away at that roach, it's being very, very calm right now. But a cool little species, and if you look pictures of these guys up as young adults or adults, they do have that beautiful blue sheen to them that makes them, I think, quite desirable because everybody likes blue teas. But again, this has been quite a little surprise in a couple accounts, mostly because of how quickly they've grown. When I got the slings, they were a little bit smaller than I was picturing. And I was afraid it was going to be forever before I ate a blue spider, but as you can see now, it's picked up some of that blue, and I'm guessing with the next molt it'll have even more. So really cool species. Definitely encourage people that you're looking for something a little quicker, a little flightier, maybe as a step up beginner. Definitely check these guys out. And let's see if the other guys. Now the other guys out. I got the other one open over here, and I think it's the male because he's much larger, but he's not out and about. But very cool tea. Let me just get one more. There we go. It's P. sazimai or sazimi, and I'm going to go ahead and leave her alone. Let her eat.